The evolution of Squid Games. Are you addicted to watching Netflix series? How many of you have watched the Squid Game series and know about the evolution of the series? The Squid Game is a Korean series that has no one on Netflix at the moment. The first season has 9 episodes, and all these are a combination of thrill, anger, curiosity, fear, and disturbance. I'm going to explain many interesting things in this series, but before that, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more exciting videos. Let's get into it. This Korean drama was released on September 17, and now it has become No. 1 series on Netflix. It is based on a children's game that becomes deadly. It recruits 456 people to risk their lives for $38.7 million. So let's see what the Squid Game is about. It started with a person whose name is Seong Ji-hoon, a chauffeur who gambles and gets money from the loan shark. His mother and daughter live with him. One day he was sitting at the train station. A man invited him to play a game with him with high stakes. He gives him a brown business card with a shape on it and a number on the back side. He accepts the offer, knockout, and when he wakes up, he's on a strange island with hundreds of people there. There are 456 players there, and all have a problematic financial background. All are given jumpsuits with a number on their front. Whoever wins will get a $38.7 million prize. This whole operation is led by a frontman and his staff. There are different rounds in game. The first round is a red light, green light round. The soldiers gun down those players who lost the game, and in this way, the game became deadly and exciting. But I don't want to spoil the curiosity of those who have not yet watched the series. The Squid Game has become an overnight sensation. Everyone wants to know how these series get so much popularity. K-dramas have ubiquitous popularity due to their high production value and intense storyline. Netflix has translated the series into more than 20 languages and made it accessible to all regions. The attires of soldiers and players are also so appealing, as well as the weapons they use are astounding. Staff soldiers have pink uniforms and black masks with different shapes in them. Maybe these shapes identify their ranks. There is a robotic factor in soldiers' movement and also in their dressings. The covering of the face gives them an inhuman look. We can resonate this series with the world's current situation during a pandemic when people lost their jobs and were financially deprived. Still a pool of wealthy people who are still enjoying their life without concerning the socio-political situation of the world. Like in the Squid Game, rich people shape this deadly game to kill their boredom and recruit those who are financially deprived. The writer of the Squid Game, Hwang Dong-hyuk, said that he got the idea of this show from a comic book in 2008. He loves to read comic books, so he thought of writing a drama on survival games. After so much popularity, we are hoping that now the game will come in book form like the famous series Harry Potter, but yet it is not decided, so don't search it now on the bookstores. No doubt all games of the show are intriguing and interesting, but a fascinating character is a doll whose name is Yoonghee. It is a giant robotic doll, 4 meters tall in an orange and yellow dress. It appears in the first red light and green light game. The doll sings folk music and 456 players start moving, and when they begin to move as they see the death of 2 other players, guns start shooting. These are installed on the walls. The doll has a significant and threatening role in the show. You can meet this doll in real life. Yes, it is possible. You can visit it, but don't need to be frightened. It is not dangerous as in the show. It is an imitation of that doll and launched in Seoul Park, South Korea. You can visit it and imagine what it feels like when you're a player of the Squid Game and playing red light and green light. It is a little bit scary and chilly. People come here in green tracksuits to visit this doll playing the folk game. This doll is displayed for 3 months, and after that it will be moved into the museum. When you watch the lethal games in the show there, a question comes to your mind. Are these games played in real life? Of course, yes, but there is no deadly game in which contestants are killed when they lost the game. In real life, this game was very popular among the kids in the 70s and 80s, when the writer was his childhood, and the writer also played the Squid Game. The other games like Red Lights, Green Lights, Marbles, Dalgona Candy Tug of War, and the Squid Game are well known in Korea, and kids like to play them. The Squid Game was the most favorite among the children, and it was played on a squid-shaped board on the ground with certain rules. Kids divide into 2 groups, defensive and offensive. There are circle and triangle shapes on both corners. When the offensive team is free to move in ground, the defensive team has to hop on just 1 foot. The writer chose the name of the series on the basis of that game, and also it is the symbolic representation of the society in which we are living. The other games, including Marbles, Tug of War, and Red Green Light, are commonly played by children. Yes, however, there is another game in the show in which players have to cross a bridge but don't know which glass panel will break down under their feet and will fall from a height. Such a horrific game. Dalgona candy game you people must have enjoyed. Candies are given to all contestants on which a shape has emerged. They have to cut out this shape with a sharp needle. Some candies have a circle shape and some have a square or triangle. These shapes are easy to cut, but some are very complicated, like when a contestant has an umbrella embossed on a candy. They have been given a short time to complete the round. Later on, contestants found that licking the candy at the backside would release the shape. You also want this candy now, then check the recipe instructions from Korean chef Dione and try to make it. As I've mentioned before in the video, when the recruiter meets with a financially weak person and offers him to play a game with them, they give a business card with different shapes like triangle, circle, and squares on it. The ending of the series had an exciting end with a twist, but guys, I will not spoil it by talking about it, just by saying that a character survives at last and reveals the mastermind of this game. The ending is an open ending that a sequel of this drama is possible. As the writer also said in an interview, you people have left us with no other choice except another season. Further, he added that he is gathering ideas about the sequel worldwide, which will be amazing. The Squid Game also grabs the attention of brands. This series showed the wealth gap, so it inspires the dystopian ads as it is dystopian itself. It is the most watched Netflix show in history. It has 111 million views in just the first month, and all the success is organic with a lot of critics and reviews. Brands are taking advantage of the Squid Game on social media through memes, ads, and social media posts. The Netflix store sells t-shirts with the show's logo and images, tracksuit of players and guards, and customized hoodies with square triangles and round shapes. Brands have succeeded in getting the attention of consumers through Squid Game product placements and using their themes. On social media platforms, this series has become hype. If you have watched the show, comment below your favorite game in it. Thanks for watching the video, and press the bell icon for more interesting videos.